You don't take a photograph, you make it. This timeless quote catches the essence of photography. Great photos don't just happen. They're created with intention, creativity, and attention to detail. Composition is all about how you arrange all the elements in your image. While there are some widely acknowledged composition rules that great photographers often use, they're more guidelines. You should always trust your gut. What feels right? Sometimes your instincts will lead you to compositions that naturally align with these established rules. On other occasions, you might do something very different. So it's okay to break the rules, but you have to know them first. So let's look at the work from great photographers around the world and some of the composition techniques that they use. Use lines to lead the viewer to the subject. It's like a path for the eye to follow. Lines help give your composition structure. Corridors, fences, paths, and roads are great. When you start paying attention, you'll see leading lines everywhere, and photographers love them. Filling the frame with your subject almost always makes your photos better. Sometimes beginners leave too much empty space and the main subject is too small. For example, if you're taking a photo of a speaker, do you need to include the whole lectern? Probably not. Focus on the person and their emotions. Now, if the background helps improve your image, then you might shoot wide and include it. But if it doesn't help tell the story, get closer and focus on what matters. Everything you include in your composition should have a purpose. Remember, it's not just about what you include in the frame, but what you exclude. So you can ask yourself what's important and what's distracting. Rather than always putting your subject smack bang in the middle of the frame, put them off center. Imagine dividing your frame into 2 horizontal lines and 2 vertical lines. The idea is to put important stuff at the intersection. On a lot of phones and cameras, you can turn a grid on under settings, but it doesn't need to be this exact. Just avoid always putting the subject smack bang in the middle. When you use the rule of thirds and you place your main subject to the side, it can sometimes leave the other part of the photo looking a bit empty or unbalanced. So to fix this, you can include something else to balance the image. Instead of using the rule of thirds, you can put the subject in the center and have similar or identical elements on both sides of the frame. Symmetry reinforces themes of balance, order, and professionalism. It could be at centered entrance or architectural elements. People are attracted to patterns and the repetition of shapes or objects. Look for repeating shapes or objects to draw the viewer in and keep them engaged. Look for windows, doors, and any openings that can help focus the viewer on your subject and add depth. Framing is a great way to give your images context and ensure the subject remains the focal point. Remember, while these composition rules are helpful guidelines, they are not strict rules. There's no perfect way to compose a photo. It's all about experimenting and finding your own unique style. Ultimately, trust your instincts and go with what feels right to you.